right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Lots to dive into and discuss in today's video, of course, regarding roster updates, getting signed to the organizations, and what organization is signing who. Is it the team that you all wanted? Legacy, of course. If you're not following me on Twitter, you probably wouldn't know by now, but there was a lot of people concerned about, who's actually getting signed and who's not getting signed, what's going on, what's the update. We've also got to talk about the Challenger circuit that's starting today. Of course, Tripods is the team to look out for, and there's another roster I think you need to be looking out for with a really high tier pro on as well. So let's talk about all things ALGS and keep you up to date. If you guys want to stay up to date, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you can follow me over on Twitter as well, where we do all kind of daily updates also. So first thing wanted to dive into, not sure if I had actually mentioned this in the last couple of videos or so. I've been so busy. You guys have been calling me out in the Twitter YouTube comments on the last video, and you're right. Jmeyels takes the scrims way more seriously than anyone else does. And then I talked about TSM not performing well, even though I knew Raven was playing on it, because I literally showed the tweet of how saying he missed scrims to get his hair dyed, and I just lost brain cells, man. I've been moving jobs, getting transferred over. I got 3 nephew birthdays today, my dad's birthdays today. No excuse, but anyways, that's what I'm going with. So rule update for ALGS that you probably have seen already, but if you haven't, here you go. We did already talk about the quarterfinals is now going to be 6 games instead of 4 like it used to be. Each round prior to quarterfinals will be 4-match series as well. Also, they updated the split 2 PLQ schedule on the ALGS Battlefy website, and now players who have participated in at least 1 match in the current split will be eligible to vote. By the way, we're working on some stuff on the Apex Global Series website as well. Like I said, just been really busy over the last couple of days, but we're going to have all this schedule stuff figured out on our website, so it's a little bit easier, because the Battlefy website is just so hard to read. And then also some ranking stuff that we're going to look into in the next couple of weeks as well. All right, scrim results in 2 days ago. We did have, right after I made that video, Furia actually broke the curse after I said that they have not won a single set after signing this new roster. Finally, they do get first in February 1st results. This is Group B versus C. Optic Gaming in second, and Dark Zero up in the top 3 as always. Really good work, of course, out of Disguised and Elevate. Those guys have been doing really good recently as well. Then we get our roster announcement today, yesterday, signing into this Gaming Gladiator organization. Now, this organization has been in Apex in the past, and they have now returned into Apex, so that's really good stuff to see. And of course, that's really good, obviously, not only just because you have orgs coming back, that's funding, whatever, but when you see an org not only join Apex but return, it makes you feel like, okay, maybe we haven't lost this game yet. Maybe there is hope for the future of Apex esports if we can keep getting people to invest. But obviously, the ship is rocking and hopefully not sinking. But this is Flat that they signed. Team Flat, yes, not Legacy. A lot of people have been asking me, is Legacy getting signed? Do they have an organization? And the 2 orgs that I knew were signing teams, I knew that Legacy was not a part of either, and that's unfortunate, because I think that roster, of course, deserves it. But Flat is another roster, and you're gonna, just in case you're not believing in this team, we'll talk about it pretty soon of what they've been able to accomplish, because it's pretty good, man. A lot of people are doubting this roster, and I think they've got a fire under them that it's going to work really well. Nano Kaiser, and then you've also got Big Louie and Sebastian, their manager, and there is a coach coming pretty shortly that there will be an announcement on. Also, right after the announcement, they do their scrims. Things go very well. Flat, now called Gaming Gladiators, in the top 3. Very good work for them, and I know that they're happy to prove people wrong, man. Really good stuff. And other than that, it is Group A versus B, and this is the Dark Zero TSM battling it out again, and it's TSM and Dark Zero in first and second again. Really crazy stuff. I mean, I swear there's just no way at this point that we're not going into another Dark Zero TSM year. I mean, all the scrims and even the Pro League itself is just showing TSM Dark Zero over and over and over. We're going to talk about LG. Of course, LG's in a really good spot in the Pro League right now, but I do have some concerns that I want to discuss. LG obviously played in that scrim as well, and as you can see, it is scrims. It's not that serious. There's contests, there's strategies we're working out, and I'm not saying you got to take it to the bank of what you see, but LG in 11th, and this is the story that I've been getting consistently. Pro League is not looking too bad for LG. Scrims, on the other hand, are super inconsistent, and I'm just wondering if LG is going to keep that consistency in Pro League, or if they're going to have one of these bad days pretty often in scrims like they consistently seem to have. It's like LG goes second place. They're doing good, you know, top 3 in scrims, and then they're in last place, and then they're in 11th place, 16th place, and then they do good again. It's never really like a consistent middle ground. So we'll see how LG is able to battle it out, hoping the best for them, though, because I really do like those guys. Also wanted to mention, we've got to talk about challengers. Now, not only are we going to get into the ALGS Pro League this weekend, but before you get in Pro League, because Pro League's not starting until Sunday, you have got challengers today. Yeah, that's right. You're waking up and you're getting to watch some Apex tournaments, and it is challenger circuit #1, and tripods, of course, are competing in it. Now, this is being recorded at 12:44 a.m. So, you know, you may even have some games getting ready to start. People have already probably started their live stream as well. So tripods are gearing up. This is the day before these guys were playing ranked. They were getting ready. So really watching this team for sure. And then there's another team that we want to make mention of as well. And if you look at this, you got 665 teams in North America alone, 359 in MEA, 255 in APAC North, 388 in APAC South, and then South America has 86 teams, which is surprising because I'm kind of confused because they don't really have a pro league anymore, and I think Challenger Circuit is their pro league, so I would have expected a little bit more teams, but I'm not really sure what's going on in that region. But 1,700 teams altogether, so there is quite a lot of competition, and especially in North America, tripods are going to have their work cut out for them. They're going to have to prove a lot of teams wrong, and they've done it before. PSQ obviously looked really good for them, and even the last one, they got so close at qualifying, just simply not close enough. There's another roster, though, that I think you need to watch out for, and it's not only the tripods, it's this guy right here. Vaxlon, of course, a former member of former Furia, kinda, but basically the Furia roster, of course, moved on from Already There. Already There was Madness, it was Keon, it was Vaxlon. They decided to go to Furia and drop Vaxlon for his Watson. Vax was one of their best players, man, and I knew this guy is going to find himself on a good roster, but it looks like it hasn't been a pro league roster yet. We're still waiting for some roster changes to happen to open up that spot for him, so he's decided to play in Challenger Circuit in the meantime. Now, which players did he pick up? This was a little bit unexpected. Vax put out, not gonna lie, I wish I could have trialed some of these players, but obvious reasons here, I have no time to scout really, so I feel confident going with Vosky and Oxygen Josh. And if you know much about the challenger scene, the semi-pro scene for Apex Legends, you know that Vosky and Josh are the real deal, right? You know, these guys are definitely respected in the scene. A lot of people vouch for Vosky as well. These guys on Redeem, or at least Vosky, obviously had a really good showing in PSQ #1, and I'm pumped to see this roster. Of course, I think Tripods winning would be very interesting as well, but Vaxlon, he's got a lot to prove. He's also got a fire under his belt, and let's talk about what Vax has been doing recently in scrims. Vaxlon is going crazy as always. You know, this guy's MK, by the way, most damage. He's out damaging controller players here, and he's on MK. Just kind of goes to show you the difference between pros and people that are, you know, almost pros, right? People that are really good at the game. At the end of the day, these guys that are pros are on a literal different level. The other day, it was much worse than that. I mean, this guy was going ballistic. 16 kills, 9,000 damage, and once again, the only mouse and keyboard player. I mean, these guys are just these guys got a lot to show, and I'm excited to see how it goes down this morning and this evening as well. Of course, you can watch the other regions if you're waiting for some of those others to go ahead and start. Also want to mention the Pro League itself. Of course, a lot of you guys are maybe waking up thinking you're going to see TSM play today. Not going to be the case. They are going to be playing on Sunday. This is going to be Group A versus Group B. So once again, your rematch between the first Pro League day that you had, Luminosity, right? You know, TSM, Dark Zero, all those guys, Complexity. And I really think that it's going to be another TSM Dark Zero year. We've already talked about it. I'm still going to stand by my TSM take. TSM doesn't win a LAN this year. I did recant my Dark Zero is going to struggle this year statement because obviously I'm being proven wrong here. Overall, though, if I had to pick a prediction of a flop and a success, I'm going to pick GKS is the wild card. Going to have a really good day maybe. And I'm going to say that maybe it's FaZe that struggles today. FaZe did pretty decent, but I think it's FaZe is going to struggle. And if I had to pick one, like just prayer, Native, man. Native has just been not showing their true colors. And I love this roster. I love the people on the roster, but it's sad because it doesn't look like they have the firepower that the competition has any longer. So hopefully they can prove themselves, prove everybody wrong, and prove themselves to be right. Interested to see what you guys have to say about all the topics, of course, in today's video down in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all things going on at Apex Legends esports scene. And of course, you could follow me on Twitter as well, where we keep you guys up to date pretty frequently as well. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.